Madayao, Davao, Mindanao, on to the whole world. I'm your newscaster for today, Merasol Sibayan Cacho. And before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the latest updates here in the Pinoy Rab YouTube channel. For the headlines, weather forecast, scorching heat grips Philippines, Davao, Metro Manila, and provinces under heat alerts. Local news, DCOT prepares for whole week passengers surge. LTFRB intensifies crackdown on illegal van operations. Magnitude 5.7 earthquake jolts Davao City and surrounding areas. Scheduled power interruption in Buhangin for maintenance. National news. Philippines and US launch Balikatan military exercises amid rising tensions. Philippines and China exchange accusations over South China Sea incident. International news. Co-member states reached landmark pandemic preparedness agreement. Oil prices declined amid US-China trade tensions. Entertainment news. Philippine Entertainment AC Bonifacio opens up about relationship dynamics. Entertainment, Martin spin-off Barnell Hill announced. Sports news. Philippine sports. Manila to host 2025 AVC Women's Champions League. International sports. Shooting events to return to host city for 2028 Olympics. Trivia. The surprising origin of the word bundok. Weather forecast. Scorching heat grips Philippines, Davao, Metro Manila, and provinces under heat alerts. Residents of Davao City are enduring hot and humid weather today, with temperatures ranging from 24 degrees to 31 degrees Celsius. Partly cloudy sky will dominate the day, with chances of isolated rain showers or thunderstorms in the afternoon, while humidity levels are expected to cause discomfort, prompting advisories for locals to stay cool and well dehydrated to avoid heat-related illnesses. Local news. DCOT prepares for Holy Week passenger surge. Davao City Overland Transport Terminal, DCOT, is bracing for an expected influx of 50,000 to 85,000 passengers daily during Holy Week. To ensure public safety and convenience, DCOT has implemented enhanced security measures including the deployment of 32 CCTV cameras, baggage X-ray machines, and walk-through scanners. Coordination with Task Force Davao, the Philippine National Police (PNP), and the City Security Unit (CSU) aims to manage crowd flow and prevent theft or suspicious activities. Passengers are encouraged to remain vigilant and report any lost belongings to the Public Assistance Counter for immediate action. LTFRB intensifies crackdown on illegal van operations. The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, LTFRB, Davao Region has heightened the efforts to combat illegal van contracting, especially during the Holy Week. These unauthorized operators often charge exorbitant fares, particularly at night when buses cease operations. LTFRB is collaborating with local and national transport offices to conduct surprise inspections and apprehend violators. Penalties for non-compliant operators include fines ranging from 5,000 to 15,000 and potential franchise cancellation for repeat offenses. This initiative aims to ensure passengers' safety and uphold transportation service standards during the Lenten season. Magnitude 5.7 earthquake jolts Davao City and surrounding areas. A magnitude 5.7 earthquake struck Sarangani Province early Wednesday, April 16, 2025, with tremors felt in Davao City and neighboring regions. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, PHIVOLCS, reported the quake occurred at 5:42 a.m. with a depth of focus of 1 kilometer. Intensity 2 was felt in Davao City, while higher intensities were recorded in parts of South Cotabato and Sarangani. PHIVOLCS stated that aftershocks and potential damage are expected. Davao Light announces power interruptions for April 9 and 10, 2025. Davao Light and Power Company Incorporated has announced scheduled power interruptions on April 9 and 10, 2025 as part of maintenance and system upgrades. The disruptions will affect several areas in Davao City. On April 9, there will be power interruptions for line works along Ramon Magsaysay Avenue for the underground distribution system project. Affected area include Mindanao Christian Bookstore to Rojas Avenue, Ateneo de Davao University, Freedom Park, and City Triangle. A 3-hour interruption will occur in the City Triangle from 5 to 8 a.m. From April 9 to 10, maintenance at the Bangkal substation and Olas Viaduct with required power interruptions. Areas affected include MacArthur Highway in Bangkal, Bamboo State, and Catalunan Pequeño. An 8-hour disruption will also affect the Ulas flyover to San Pedro College from 1 to 9 a.m. on April 9. Davao Light apologized for any inconvenience and assured customers that efforts would be made to restore power within the scheduled time frames. For more details, customers can visit the Davao Light website or contact customer service. National news. Philippines and U.S. launched Balikatan military exercises amid rising tensions. The Philippines and the United States have commenced their annual Balikatan joint military exercises involving approximately 9,000 U.S. troops and 5,000 Filipino soldiers alongside 200 Australian Defense Force personnel and observers from Japan, Poland, and the Czech Republic. Scheduled from April 21 to May 9, the drills focus on enhancing interoperability in maritime and air defense, particularly in area near the South China Sea and Taiwan. The exercises, described by Philippine military officials as a rehearsal for national defense, aim to bolster readiness amid escalating regional tensions, especially concerning China's activity in contested maritime zones. Philippines and China exchanged accusations over South China Sea incident. Tension between the Philippines and China have intensified following mutual accusation of dangerous maneuvers near the disputed Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea. The Philippine Coast Guard reported that a Chinese vessel obstructed a Philippine ship 36 nautical miles from the shoal, violating international maritime safety regulations. Conversely, China's Coast Guard accused the Philippine vessel of approaching dangerously close to provoke a collision. Additionally, the Philippines detected a Chinese research ship operating without permission near Batanes province, close to Taiwan, further exacerbating concerns over China's maritime activities in the region. International news. WHO member states reached landmark pandemic preparedness agreement. After over 3 years of negotiations, World Health Organization, WHO member states have finalized a legally binding accord aimed at bolstering global defenses against future pandemics. This historic agreement introduces a pathogen access and benefit sharing system, enhances geographically diverse research capacities, and establishes robust global supply chains and logistics networks. It also emphasizes the need for stronger health system resilience and overall preparedness. The accord will be presented for approval at the upcoming World Health Assembly in May. Experts hail this development as a significant milestone in global health cooperations. Oil prices decline amid U.S.-China trade tensions. Oil prices experienced a downturn on April 16, 2025, as markets reacted to escalating trade tensions between the United States and China. Brent crude futures fell to $64.49 per barrel, while U.S. West Texas immediate crude dropped to $61.17. The International Energy Agency, IEA, cited weaker global economic growth and increased energy supply as factors contributing to the lowest oil demand growth in 5 years. Additionally, China's directive for its airlines to halt Boeing deliveries in response to new U.S. tariffs has further impacted market sentiment. Entertainment news. Philippine Entertainment AC Bonifacio opens up about relationship dynamics. Filipina dancer and actress AC Bonifacio recently addressed the dynamics of her relationship with fellow artist Harvey Bautista. The speculation arose after Bonifacio was seen spending time with Michael Sager, leading to questions about her relationship status. In a statement, Bonifacio clarified that she and Bautista are still together and that Sagar is a close friend and colleague. She emphasized the importance of trust and communication in her relationship, urging fans not to jump to conclusions based on social media interactions. Bonifacio continues to focus on her career with upcoming projects in dance and acting. Martin spin-off Varnell Hill announced. Nearly 30 years after the original sitcom, Martin concluded a spin-off titled Varnell Hill has been greenlit by Beat Plus. The new series with star Tommy Davidson as the titular character, a late-night talk show host who made a memorable appearance in Martin's second season. The show will focus on Barnell's efforts to stay relevant in the evolving media landscape and will depict behind the scenes drama involving network executives, stakeholders, and creative teams. Martin Lawrence, co-creator of the original series, is involved as an executive producer alongside Bentley Kyle Evans, who will also serve as the showrunner. Sports news. Manila to host 2025 AVC Women's Championship League. The Philippines is set to host the inaugural AVC Women's Champions League from April 20 to 27, 2025 at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. This marks the first edition of rebranded tournament, previously known as the ASEAN Women's Club Volleyball Championship. 12 elite teams from across Asia will compete, with each team allowed up to 3 foreign players on the court simultaneously. The event is organized by the ASEAN Volleyball Confederation, AVC, in collaboration with the Philippine National Volleyball Federation, PNVF, and the Premier Volleyball League, PVL, aiming to elevate the sports profile in the region. Shooting events to return to host city for 2028 Olympics. The International Shooting Sports Federation, ISSF, has welcomed the decision to hold shooting events within Los Angeles County for the 2028 Olympic Games. This move addresses past criticisms, notably from the 2024 Paris Olympics, where shooting events were held 270 kilometers away from the main city. In 2028, target shooting will take place at a temporary indoor range in Long Beach, while shotgun events are scheduled for LA Clay's Shooting Sports Park in El Monte. ISSF President Luciano Rossi praised the collaboration between the ISSF, LA 28 organizers, and the International Olympic Committee, emphasizing the importance of centralized venues for the sport's visibility. Trivia. The surprising origin of the word bondocs. The word bondocs, often used in American English to refer to remote, rural, or isolated areas, actually comes from the Tagalog word bondok, which means mountain. This linguistic twist dates back to the early 90s during the American occupation of the Philippines following the Spanish-American War. American soldiers stationed in the country picked up the word bondok as they describes mountainous regions where Filipino revolutionaries would retreat. These areas were unfamiliar, rugged, and hard to navigate. What Americans began to describe as the bondocs. Over time, the term evolved and entered U.S. military slang, eventually making its way into mainstream English vocabulary. Today, many English speakers use the word bondocs without knowing its Philippine roots. It's a fascinating example of how language and culture can travel and transform through history, especially during times of colonization and war. The adoption of bondok into American English is a reminder of the Philippines' subtle but lasting influence on global culture, especially through its interactions with larger powers. So the next time someone mentions the bondocs, remember they are unknowingly speaking a bit of Filipino. Those are today's top news stories. This is Pinoy Rob YouTube channel, connecting with Filipinos locally and abroad. Thank you for joining us. Once again, I'm Marisol Sibayan Cacho, wishing everyone a great day ahead. Stay informed and see you in our next update. Madayao, Davao!
If you find this segment informative, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest news, and share this broadcast to your friends and family. Your support helps us keep you informed. Help us get our first 10,000 subscribers. Your engagement matters. Liking, sharing, and subscribing to our content not only helps more people discover the important stories we bring you, but also supports our team's hard work. It boosts our visibility in the algorithm, making it easier for others to find ways to stay informed. Plus, it helps us generate more resources to continue delivering the news you rely on. Thank you for being part of our community.